Welcome to Weekend Filler. Weekend Filler is the show that's exactly like it sounds. It's weekend content we use to fill our weekend lineup, made about people just like you. We like to say we're putting the U back in UHF. First up, Debbie Welter, who literally has bats in her belfry.
This is what they think of, something like this big. Well, this is not what we get. Typically what we get in this area is something this size, really small. I started volunteering at the Schuylkill Wildlife Rehab, which is in Roxborough, in 1998. And since then I've been doing wildlife rehab as a full-time career. And what I decided to specialize in, since we do it in our house, I'm specializing strictly in bats. I've got 8 bats here that I'm overwintering. I got the first one around Thanksgiving. And most of them are big brown bats. I have one red bat that I just got this week. Most of the time people find bats when they're going up in their attic to get out Christmas decorations or put them back in, and suddenly they've got a bat flying around in their house. If it's in the summertime or spring, when it's really nice and warm, or early fall, open all the windows in that room. Take out the screens, do whatever you do. Bats don't want to be in your house. Don't ever try handling wild animals with your bare hands. In Pennsylvania, there's only 11 people that take bats. There's a website, PAWR.com, which is Pennsylvania Association of Wildlife Rehabilitators. That gives you the complete list of wildlife rehabbers in the entire state. If you have a bat, is the designation RVS next to that. We're the only people that are allowed to take bats. I've got a website, www.diamondrockwildlife.org. I'm going to be there if I can help an animal not suffer. I want them to bring it here. I'm so happy to be able to spend my life helping animals.
Adventure Aquarium's new Shark Bridge brings you up close and personal with the sharks. The head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
A whole new side of Shark Realm that guests have never had access to before. Typically, biologists, aquarium staff are really the only people that have been able to come up back behind the scenes. So guests are going to be getting a totally new view of Shark Realm. Before, you'd be able to see Shark Realm on the outside through exhibit windows. You can walk through our 40-foot shark tunnel, and now you will be able to come on top of the exhibit and see Shark Realm from above. So this is actually a 550,000-gallon exhibit. It's the second largest exhibit here at Adventure Aquarium. There are nearly 200 animals in this exhibit, approximately 30 sharks, and that's sand tiger, sand bar, and nurse sharks. We have other types of species of fish and stingrays in this exhibit. Our sharks are very well fed. We feed our sharks here 3 times a week. Normally, they would be lucky, sharks in the wild, to eat 3 times a month. This is kind of an area that our guests have never had access to before, so why not get them up here, see us working, see our biologists feed our sharks, our divers get in the exhibit to clean the exhibit to keep it really nice for them to see, as well as you get to see all that really cool big equipment, which is our life support system, LSS system, that keeps our exhibit clean. I do like Shark Realm a lot. I love walking through that tunnel. You really feel like you are in the exhibit. So you have sharks swimming above you, and it does, I've been working here for now over 2 years. It even kind of gets me that I'm walking through that tunnel, you see a shark come above your head, and you actually kind of do like a little wow, like that feeling still gets me, it still impresses me.
Next up, we head to the Cherry Blossom Festival. We meet a Japanese comedian who feels the same way about our toilets as I do about their chopsticks. They're messy, and there's probably a better way to do this.
Anybody enjoying drinking sake today? Sake already drinking? Nobody? Only one guy? This guy looking like he's been drinking since last week. Yeah. That happen all Japanese, all Asians, Japanese people, especially, yeah, we all look young, right? Only look at this Asian people right here. She look young. Actually, she over 95 years old.
The best part about cosplaying is being part of a community. I'm like part of the Philadelphia Italian community, and it's really nice. We had our meetup yesterday in Rittenhouse Square, and it's just being part of that niche community when you find your fandom and you find your family. It's the best feeling ever because they're all passionate about the same thing that you are.
Penn is about a comedy because, even though there's a couple of funny people over there, there's a couple. I'm here, there's only one left. So I gotta stick around here. I have never ever seen it in my country, Japan, in my life. I was so surprised to see this, right? I thought it was like a toilet paper, right? And I put 5 of them and I sit there and I did it. Is that right? Actually, I forgot one major detail about this paper. Oh yeah, you can say, oh, this little thing here. To me, it's like it looks very easy to fall into the toilet, like dragging and fall into the toilet, like automatically or like naturally, as I just did. But this thing was much stronger than I thought. And remember, I put the 5 of them, makes it even more stronger. And I sat down there and I did like, this is the strangest feeling that I ever have.
So we have fire spinners, we have a DJ outside in the courtyard, we have costumes everywhere.
Hi, my name is Kara and I am a huge Game of Thrones fan.
The Hound or the Mountain?
The Mountain.
The old gods or the new?
The new gods.
Tyrion or Khaleesi?
Tyrion.
Night's Watch or Kingsguard?
Night's Watch.
Hodor or Hodor?
Hodor.
Dragon Glass or Valerian Steel?
Dragonglass.
And she nailed it.
All right.
For me, Blanche is one of the delightful golden girls. But in our next spot, we find it's also a way to make veggies delicious.
We're going to cut off the end of the Brussels sprout, and we're going to make an X in the bottom of the Brussels sprout. And this will help them cook evenly when we go to blanch them. And we're washing them. And you don't have to wash them all that well. Just sort of a rinse. Put them right in the pot and stir them around. Putting them in cold water, we're going to shock them so they stop cooking on the outside. And we have some butter in there. Those look about right. Our Brussels sprouts are ready. Beautiful. And there you go. It's as easy as that.
Some people think collecting things is a gateway to hoarding. We think it's pretty awesome, especially Doug with his collection of all things airplane.
My interest in aviation and building And collecting model airplanes started back in 2000. And a friend of mine at work told me that I should go up to the Reading World War II weekend to see the airplanes. And he also encouraged me to join a model club with him, so I proceeded to do that. I went up on a Sunday morning to Reading, Pennsylvania, walked out on the airfield. I saw 3 B-17s on the field that morning and have been back every year for the last 16 years. I build models, I collect, I buy models, I collect die casts. These are all plastic models. I also have some models that are made out of wood. Most of these, if I did on a fast basis, would take about a week. The most recent model I built is the P-47 there. I still need to put the decals on that, so it still has a little work to do, but that's the most recent one. The favorite model I have up here, and you see several of them, is the P-38, the Lockheed P-38. And I went to an air show back in 2003 up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and there was a heritage flight that day. And to see a P-38 on the East Coast is extremely rare. There's only 7 flying in the world today. I've seen all 7 at air shows, and I've built probably more P-38 models than any other plane. I consider myself a casual, ad hoc model builder. I wouldn't consider myself to be a pro. There's members of the club that do a really professional job on the models, much more so than I can do myself. But I have learned some skills from them, and I've picked up tips from them and tried to improve my skills, over the years that I've been doing this. My family's been very supportive. They haven't told me to get rid of any of these airplanes. They've been very sympathetic to the space that they take up around the house, but I do have to keep them in the basement, for the most part. But they've been very supportive. And several years ago, they bought me a gift certificate for a flight lesson over at Cross Keys Airport. So I took a lesson with an instructor in a Cessna 172. And I think because of my interest in aviation and reading about aviation and going to air shows, I was anxious to go do that. And when I got in the plane, the instructor gave me a few basic instructions to start the engine, how to turn the throttle up, how to use the rudder pedals and the brake pedals, and I was ready to go. I just enjoy going to air shows. I enjoy building the models. I enjoy going to the model club meetings, and it's just it's a hobby that I expect to continue for the rest of my life.
When it comes to craft beer, other cities know nothing. That's why when Brewery Omegang needed to release their Game of Thrones beer, they came to Eastern State Penn.
Hi, my name is Megan McGuire. I'm the market manager in Philadelphia for Brewery Omegang. We are here at Eastern State Penitentiary to celebrate the launch of the new season of Game of Thrones, as well as the new beer, Seven Kingdoms Hoppy Wheat from Brewery Omegang. So we have fire spinners, we have a DJ outside in the courtyard, we have costumes everywhere.
This is the white IPA. It's the new one. It's the hoppy wheat. You're gonna have a lot of pine, but it's light. It's about 6%. Yes, the Game of Thrones Seven Kingdoms Hoppy Wheat Ale is the one that everybody loves, and it's gonna have that kick that you want. It's really hot.
A little bit about Brewery Omegang. It is located in historic Cooperstown, about 6 miles from the Hall of Fame. And you should check us out online and check out some of our other beers that we offer, Belgian style and American style. It's really our pleasure to bring the Iron Throne to the best craft beer drinking city in the country. Thank you, Philadelphia.
Gag was the snow falls inside on the Phanatic.
Hi, I'm Keller, and I'm a ginormous Game of Thrones fan.
And because you're ginormous, I'm going to try this one with my English accent.
Okay, all right.
Needle or Oathkeeper?
Oathkeeper.
Wildling or White Walker?
Wildling.
Dragon Glass or Valerian Steel?
Valerian Steel.
The Old Gods or the New?
Old Gods.
The Hound or the Mountain?
Hound.
Theon or Reek?
Reek.
This next clip was produced by our own Lauren Berman. Lauren thought it was delightful that old folks found love well into their 80s. I thought it was delightful that they found it through the internet. And now I'm more than prepared to swipe right on your Nana.
Meet Ralph and Anita Block, a newlywed couple who recently tied the knot at the young ages of 89 and 86. After a combined 109 years of marriage, Ralph and Anita weren't originally looking to start over.
We said, we're just going to live together, we're not going to get married, but if she gets pregnant, we'll get married.
The pair now lives at Rydell Park, a retirement community in Jenkintown, after getting hitched on May 31st.
We had a real nice ceremony and just children, grandchildren.
The two first met in 2008 through an online Jewish dating site called JDate.
We met for lunch and then sat down, had lunch, and talked.
The spark was instantly there.
I figured, once in a while I'd get lucky, but I got real lucky.
I had gone out on a date with a couple of real losers.
Now, why do you say that?
One insisted that I kiss him. I said, I don't kiss people on first date.
A month into the relationship, they decided it was time for the next step.
I convinced her that 45 minutes driving between her house and my house was just too much work, so she better come in and live with me. So she agreed.
And their advice to new couples?
Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff.
Put yourself in the other person's place.
Oh, yeah.
Reporting in Jenkintown, Lauren Berman, PHL 17 News.
Next up, we go into the Wayback Machine and pull out a clip in which we almost lost a cameraman and the Phillies almost lost a fledgling fanatic.
It was the fanatic sitting there reading the newspaper, and by the window, and the snow is supposed to be falling outside, but the gag was the snow falls inside on the fanatic, and Eggy just leaned a little too far. He went off the ladder, caught the back flat, and you can see the fanatic kind of leaning forward, and the whole thing just kind of falls over him as it crashes to the ground. And then you'd see Eggy kind of looking up. What happened?
Bryce Harper, Mikhail Franco, and our own David Grzybowski will all be using Chandler Bats this season.
The player confidence at the end of the day is what we're after. More confident hitter is a more successful hitter.
Baseball fans might recognize this logo by Chandler Bats, appearing on Major League Baseball fields from around the country.
This is how every single baseball bat begins its journey through the process of manufacturing, and each one is inspected for how straight the grain is, and then we move it into the lathe to do the initial cut.
The company makes bats for 92 Major League Baseball players, like Bryce Harper with the Washington Nationals, Chris Bryant of the Chicago Cubs, and even a player on the Philadelphia Phillies.
At Chandler Bat, we make a custom model for Mikhail Franco of the Philadelphia Phillies, and certainly allows him to power some really, really long hits outside of the park. What we'll do is make sure that it can take this type of abuse here, because if it can take that abuse without breaking, there's no way a player is going to break that on the field.
Chandler Bats sells over 20,000 units each year, and they are taking a different building approach from other bat companies.
At the end of the day, Chandler Bats has increased the awareness and expectation of performance, quality, and longevity of the bat. It's a really unique opportunity to kind of marry together your desire to craft something and make it the best you possibly can day in, day out, and also have an impact on America's game as well.
don't even know what's going on, dog.
Okay.
I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what's going on.
The math is all there. It's not real.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but look, it is scientifically impossible for a person to tip a cow.
Why would you push a cow over? This is sacred.
Oh, stop it. I've seen you eat like 1,000,000 hamburgers.
Hey, an animal can be both sacred and delicious.
Hey.
Howard, cow tipping, real or not?
I'm gonna say not. That's just based on me trying to roll my mom over when she's snoring.
Tune into The Big Bang Theory weeknights at 6:30 and 7 on PHL 17.
Ed Bassmaster has been killing it on YouTube for years. So much so, they gave him his own show on the regular tube. When he came in studio to tell us about it, hilarity ensued.
Always testy in Philadelphia, about to go live.
Okay.
It's gonna be recorded, and then oh snap! There I'm on the big joint right there.
Yeah, this is your camera though.
That's my camera right there.
You can look at me the entire time.
Okay.
All right.
Right. So yo, we're gonna talk about the show. We're gonna be right back. Yo, holla at your boy, always testy on the east, not westy.
Jen, good morning. I'm back with. Sorry, I'm not back. Good thing it's taped. Time out.
I don't even know what's going on, dog.
Okay.
I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what's going on. As you can see, we up on the big screen, dog. We doing things big here with your man Dave Gralowski.
That's exactly how you say it. That's how I say it sometimes.
Yeah. What's the name of the channel that the show's on?
CMT.
How you spell that?
CMT. They said you did good. We should have did a handshake on it. We should have did like one of these. I like these. Not like this. So you'd be like, and then you slide off.
Hold on, my snap's not as fast as your snap. Slow your snap down.
So thanks for watching. That's Weekend Filler. We'll see you next week. And don't forget, you can catch all these segments on PHL17.com.